questions asked was it's more related to like high school classes and also the prerequisite undergrad classes. So, what are the prerequisite classes I need to take for medical school?
So prereqs in high school to make your pre-med path easier, or prereqs in college to make let you apply to medical school, or both?
I'm assuming from the question it's asking for both based on the word choice.
Yeah. So I mean, there's nothing really that you have to take in high school, because you can take it in college, right? That being said, if you're able to, and if you have the background and it and the strength, then I would consider taking classes like AP Bio, AP Physics, and AP Chemistry, just because they get you out of the intro level degrees in college. And sometimes the intro level classes in college are much harder than they are in high school, simply because um, they serve as classes to weed out the path. Because a lot of students apply to college as pre-med, and as you start taking classes, a lot of students change their minds. So like bio 101 in college, chem 101, they're harder than they have to be, just because they're trying to prepare you for the rigor of med school. um, that being said, don't take classes in high school just because they'll get you out of classes in college if they're not what you're strong in, right? So yeah, so that's kind of in high school. I would say, like, try to take as much math and science, and even honestly like English and social studies classes. Take as many college level classes as you can, just to get yourself kind of prepared and make your college life easier, because the stress of pre-med really hits in college. Now, in college, each medical school kind of has their own list of prerequisites, but in general, you have to take 5 or 6 different chemistry classes, starting with Chem 101, all the way through organic chemistry and biochemistry, and they each kind of come with their labs. You have to take 2 semesters of physics. You have to take several biologies, again, like 4 or 5 biology classes, and they kind of hit different types of biology. These are your main prerequisites. Everything else, like yeah, they'll require some English classes, they'll require some social studies classes, but those will usually be hit by the general ed requirements that you need to graduate college anyway. I can't really be more specific, and I don't think it would necessarily be helpful to you all to be more specific, because the specific sequence of courses and the specific classes that you would have to take kind of depend on your undergrad institution, and also which medical schools you're.
Someone in the chat just asked, is it true that if you take certain classes in high schools and you get them transferred, you know, onto your college transcript, would they still count as prerequisites for med school, or would you have to retake them?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So in general, they do count for the prerequisites, but many medical schools would like to see like an advanced work in the same subject if you do all of your prereqs from your AP credit, or you get them transferred. Now, if you take a college class while you're in high school, like you actually take the class from a university, then this does not apply. But if you take an AP class that gets you out of a college class, then they would usually like to see another semester in college. Now, if it's just like 1 or 2 classes, it probably doesn't matter that much. But and it's not possible for you to get out all the chemistries and all of the biologies just from AP credit. So it's kind of a balance. No, you don't have to. It's not bad if you do. It's probably helpful to take an advanced level class at that point.
What are some typical majors that medical school students go into?
Yeah, so I think the two most common majors are chemistry and biology. This is
And student biology.
a factor because you have to take so many biology and chemistry classes anyways, that you've like finished half the major, half of a biology major, just by doing your prereq. So it's relatively easy to complete all your prerequisites, and some extra electives to get your biology degree. Now, I know people who've studied other things. Like I know people who've studied physics. I know people who've studied English, like I said, philosophy. There's you can study pretty much anything. There's a couple. Computer science is less common. I think I know one other person who studied computer science with me who was also interested in medicine. Um, and so, yeah, the biology and chemistry are the most common, but you can make it work